Let's see here. Patience. Robert Devereaux must use its best asset to ward off the Queen's anger, his magnificent body. Ready to revive his hopes for a brilliant career. All is not lost. Devereaux must contrive a way to make the Queen see his disobedience within the context of their personal relationship, rather than as an act of disloyalty to the crown. Hold on. So, Tibby was crying all morning, so I let him explore the closet that I never let him go in, and, it's been a while. I'm gonna check on him. I'll be right back. I think he sees through me. Violence. Have the Queen look upon him as a son she never had. I don't think that'll work. You kind of fucked her, so...
Your lordship must not give up hope, for though our queen may have the stomach and heart of a king, she has but the body and mind of a weak and feeble woman.
What?
Hence the stars suggest you use your manly physical attributes to resolve this affair.
I see. Use my imposing presence and masculine intelligence to overpower her. Show her who is truly sovereign.
Hiya.
Nay, my lord. Quite the reverse. You
Hiya,
must appeal to her
Miko!
vanity
Guess what?
and
What?
captivate her with your bodily charms. Perchance a tighter-fitting doublet would serve to,
It will soon be time for stream number 3.
Stream number 3?
What? Bet the Queen again?
Why, yes, my lord.
For you?
Your lordship's wooing of the Queen has proved fruitful in the past, has it not?
I see. But how am I to find a moment alone with her?
And
If
I
make an
discovered
entrance
some
at
really
court
nice
whilst
Twitch
Her
stuff.
Majesty is surrounded
Ooh.
by guards and courtiers, I may be arrested on the spot.
Aye, 'twould be
I
most
made it
perilous.
so that when's
Oh,
ET to gaming
think I
my
have it.
screen only
My
captures
lord,
my game.
if you were able
Nice.
to insinuate yourself into Whitehall Palace one morning before Her Majesty rises, you could approach the Queen while she is still alone in her bedchamber.
That's not a good idea, I don't think.
By
It
the
is bad.
Also, I
saints,
keep
'tis
on
no
getting
ill idea.
followers, but not when I
shall
stream
prepare to
LOL.
mount a surprise attack upon the Queen's
Well,
defences.
followers are followers.
Huzzah!
Well, enjoy.
Well, good job, good job, and good luck at the
Huzzah!
streaming.
Godspeed, my Lord Devereux.
I have my business to attend to.
Have fun.
Guten Tag.
Goodbye. Oh my gosh, turn the page.
Good day, Your Grace, and well met. Might I inquire whether Your Grace has made a decision regarding whether to give Thomas Blagg the bishopric of Salisbury?
Ah, yes, Dean Blagg.
Dean
I had
Blagg.
my chaplain look into what you told me regarding irregularities in Dean Blagg's stewardship of Rochester Cathedral. Methinks you said he was embezzling coin and pawning cathedral furnishings, did you not? Well, it seems you did speak true.
Yay, we get points for being a snitch.
Oh, indeed?
Of course, I will make nothing of it, as I wish to avoid the scandal. I
Scandalous.
merely told Dean Blanc that I could not offer him the bishopric due to various episcopal and doctrinal constraints.
Those are big words.
Of course. And what problem would Your Grace wish me to address this day?
Oh, 'tis a problem with my other deans. With each passing day there seems to be a new dean at the palace gates, come to petition me for this wretched bishopric of Salisbury. Presently, 'tis Owen Wood, the dean of Armagh.
What you
Since he
say?
returned from Ireland, he talks of nothing else.
Wood wants to be a prick, huh?
How tiresome for Your Grace.
Indeed. I have told Owen that I'm giving his request careful consideration, but in my experience, this only delays a dean for so long. I do have to grant the occasional bishopric, or else my deans become restless.
Doubtless, Your Grace.
But after what I learned about Dean Blagg, I must take care to exercise caution. Hence, I would have you tell me anything you know. That is, anything the stars reveal about Owen Wood that would render him unsuitable to perform the role of bishop.
Then let us ask the stars. Is there any reason why the Most Reverend John Whitgift, the Archbishop of Canterbury, should not grant Owen Wood the bishopric of Salisbury?
Salisbury. When it comes to relationships with women, Owen Wood is a creative interpretation of the teachings of the Bible on the sin of adultery. Oh shit! Owen Wood has betrayed his wife! An unexpected problem may arise concerning Owen Wood and some unborn children. While Owen is uncertain about whether he would offer the bishopric, he remains optimistic. Vain but patient man who has God on his side. Dreams of being a bishop to life. Impossible to please.
I must advise against granting Owen Wood the bishopric, for the stars reveal that he has sinned most grievously.
Ah, verily? Grievously, you say?
I am afeard Dean Wood did commit the sin of adultery.
Ah, nothing else?
Nothing else!
'Twas more than once, Your Grace.
Doubtless, doubtless. While I appreciate your most excellent discernment of this information from the stars, I must own that Dean Wood's extra-clerical activities are already well known to me. Why, even my own wife has had a tumble with the man.
Oh!
Your Grace, I am sorry.
Hold, Sarah. In truth, 'tis of no consequence to me. What occurs in Lambeth Palace bides in Lambeth Palace, as we like to say. But you are right to remind me of Dean Wood's indiscretions, for mayhap it be not wise to elevate Owen to such a public position as bishop. I do have the reputation of the church to consider.
Indeed, Your Grace.
I will tell Owen that while I had every intention of granting him the bishopric, my hands are now tied due to various episcopal and doctrinal constraints.
You banged my wife.
Very wise, Your Grace. And one more matter, if I may. Has Your Grace yet had the opportunity to consider the granting of my medical license?
Ah, yes, that. Once my chaplain has finished looking into the matter, I shall be giving it careful consideration. Good day.
Hold on, I'm putting on a pain patch.
Since blood left Alice in the lurch, for solution she does search. 'Tis true she's the very top of the church, but blood left Alice in the lurch.
day, mistress. What brings you?
I am come about my lover who is lately returned from Ireland.
Ah, yea, and your current lover is, as I recall... Ah, yes, your lover at present is Owen Wood, the Reverend Dean of Armagh, is it not?
Oh, that's where we heard about Owen.
Aye.
And according to my notes, you were afeard he might die in battle. And yet you do not appear to be much pleased he's returned alive. Whatever is the matter, madam?
It is being said around the diocese that my lover, Owen Wood, is romantically entangled with 2 other women.
Oh, shit.
And who might these 2 other women be? Might one of them be his wife, or...
Of course not. Do not jape with me, Foreman. I did hear that one of the ladies Owen is seeing is Mistress Ways, while the other is a certain Anne Hayborn, with whom I am not yet acquainted. I do hear she is a very young and comely maiden, though mayhap a maiden no longer. I prithee, scribble one of those doodles of yours and tell me if this be true.
Madam, if you will but afford me some silence and calm, I will compose one of my doodles, as you so call my mathematically precise astronomical charts, and endeavour to answer your question. To wit, is Owen Wood, the Dean of Armagh, wooing other women? Alas, I am afeard your suspicions are well founded, madam, for the stars do indicate that Dean Wood has been paying court to several other ladies.
Fie! What a maid-fiddling maggot of a man is he! Be I not woman enough for him?
Well, indeed, my chart does seem to suggest that if he does seek intimacies further afield, 'tis owing to...
Pray, go on. 'Tis owing to what?
To a preference for sweet and gentle companionship of a more feminine nature.
Does he indeed? How very interesting. Nay, verily, fie upon Owen Wood. On my honour, he will very likely want some sweet and gentle treatment once I am finished with him.
Uh-oh.
Godspeed, Mistress Blagg.
Archbishop, priest, gift. Ye priests, who have castle and chair.
God give you good even, Your Grace. I trust you were pleased with the previous counsel I gave you? The advice I gave against granting Owen Wood the bishopric of Salisbury.
Ah, yes, your counsel did indeed prove sound. For Dean Wood is now cods deep in scandal.
Oh, snap!
The parish council has received numerous paternity suits, and 'tis said that scores of defiled wenches bethrong the gates of his deanery each morning,
Oh!
touching suckling babes and demanding recourse. As for young Anne Hayborn, she has had her reputation ruined, and Dean Ways is barely speaking to his wife anymore.
On my word, how disgraceful.
Aye, indeed. If only Owen had the sense to exercise more discretion.
Yes, indeed, Your Grace.
So many
The
babies!
Bishop of London, for instance, manages his affairs very quietly. I might have been able to look the other way, but in this instance I could not let Owen's indiscretions pass. For a wretched local woman by the name of Mary Payne got wind of the scandal and stirred up a public fuss about it. Oh, the devil take the woman and her bacon-faced husband.
It'd be nice.
If I might venture an opinion, Your Grace, mayhap if we were to pay no heed to Mary Payne and her ilk, they would eventually tire of their animus and leave us all be. But is it upon such problems you come this day, or upon some other matter?
I am come about my health. I believe I do ail of something.
Then pray, describe your complaints to me, Your Grace.
Well, I am afflicted with pain in my back, and at times I find myself hard of breathing. Indeed, I feel I may have phlegm in my chest, and I do bear these odd-looking spots upon my body that will not mend.
If you will permit me to loosen your robes to examine you. Oh, I see. Methinks I have a notion of what ails you. Let me confirm it with a reading of the stars. What troubles Archbishop Whitgift?
I've never heard of the French pox. Syphilis.
Your Grace, I know not how to put this delicately. You have the French pox. I am not sure how this is possible, as you're a man of the cloth. Indeed, mayhap I check the stars again.
No need. I did suspect as much.
Oh, shit.
Verily? How astute of you. The French pox can oft be difficult to cure, but in your case, it is not far advanced. This ointment of boar grease and mercury is to be applied to your entire body. It must be rubbed in vigorously to ensure the mercury is well absorbed into the skin. You
Not
will then expect
mercury!
to see the sores on your body start to heal within a matter of days.
It's painful and people have died from that. I just read it. No. You're gonna kill the bishop.
I see. And, I imagine your manservant William will be giving me this treatment.
Oh!
No, Your Grace. The grease is to be taken home with you and applied each night before bed for 9 days. Mayhap your chaplain could apply it to Your Grace's body.
Ah, yes, a fine idea. I thank you for this treatment, sir. Fare you well, Dr. Foreman.
Before you leave, Your Grace, might I inquire again as to the possibility of you granting me a medical license? Your Grace did mention you would give it careful consideration.
Ah, yes, indeed I did I not? Have no fear, Dr. Foreman. My chaplain is looking into it. Good day.
Yay!
Here comes Lord Devereux, ready to fight. Wild-eyed and restless, he's been up all night. He may not know much, but he knows that he's right. Never has the best of wit and fun in time.
It's so funny!
Give ye good morrow, my lord. I trust your lordship is well this day.
Well? God's body! Am I likely to be well? I have been languishing under lock and key while all England goes
Yes,
to ruin.
I did hear something of your arrest. I take it your encounter with the Queen did not go as well as planned.
Uh-oh.
Of course it did not. Her Majesty the Queen of England awakening to find a man hovering over her bed like a grinning fool, touching a bunch of flowers in one hand and a box of sweetmeats in the other? God's death! What is in you?
You
What
did
you think
it!
would come of me sneaking into the Queen's bedchamber?
But you were imprisoned in your York House residence, were you not? The fact that you were placed under house arrest and not imprisoned in the Tower surely speaks to the Queen's fondness for you. I trust your time in confinement was not uncomfortable, at least.
Well, yes, my time away from the world and its trifling concerns did, in truth, prove useful. It afforded me time to reflect on larger questions, to take stock of my life and put recent events in perspective.
Ah, I see. And what resolution did this quiet period of sober reflection bring you? A closer relationship with God? Or perchance you are resolved to spend more time with your family?
What? Nay. I said my mind was turned to larger questions. To wit, am I destined for greater things? Am I chosen by God to rule a kingdom? For I must needs act. The realm is under threat from within. For why was I verily imprisoned? Was it merely to punish me for some trifling mistakes I made in Ireland? Nay, 'Twas to separate me from the Queen.
Well, I imagine after discovering you in Her Majesty's bedchamber...
Do you not yet see? The Privy Council means to keep me away from Whitehall, lest I see how they have contrived to control and manipulate the Queen since I left for Ireland.
Oh!
My lord! Are you saying the Queen is weak and no longer in control of her reign?
Aye, indeed. Something must be done about it. Well, man, do not just stand there.
Yes, of course, my lord. Let us see whether the stars may give you your answer. Is Robert Lord Devereux, Earl of Essex, destined to, rule England?
Her.
My lord, the stars give you warning against paying heed to the Council of Friends. Was it, perchance, a friend who planted the seeds of these suspicions? To wit, your lordship's concerns regarding the Privy Council?
Indeed, it was my friends who apprised me of the threat, but I see no reason to doubt them.
My lord, for the sake of your safety, I must ask you honestly, is it verily plausible, this notion that you were imprisoned on the Privy Council's orders to hide some manner of grand conspiracy? Or might the truth be far simpler, though harder to bear, that the Queen had good reason to punish you, and you are now vexed that you are no longer her favourite? Of course, I say this with the greatest respect and the greatest of...
What? God's teeth, man! What is in you this day? Indeed, I will not suffer to be lectured in such a manner. 'Tis apparent such complex affairs of state are far beyond the understanding of a commoner. Forsooth, a mere astrologaster. I bid you a final adieu, for methinks I will have no need of you henceforth.
But my lord,
My duty is clear. For the sake of the realm and the safety of its people, I must act without delay.
Astrologaster.
Almighty God, redeem thy servant Father's track through thy eternal grace and mercy. Is not shed by his wife.
Good day, Dean Blarg. How now, good sir? I see you do ale of something.
I do ail of something, Foreman. Forsooth, I fear I'm very ill indeed. For I tremble day and night with fever, and my face does itch and prick with pain.
Uh-oh.
Verily, you do exhibit upon your nose and cheeks a rash of a most remarkable hue.
Be right back, I have to go potty.
Hi. I heard a lot of good about this game. Oh, did I arrive during a break?
Hi, Kelly, sorry! This game was free on Amazon if you ever want to try it. It's good. Very invested. Keep coming back to it. Good afternoon. It's afternoon. Good morning. Good morning.
On Amazon?
Yeah, Amazon. Amazon Prime has free games every week or something like that. If you go on your Twitch page, if you look at the top, there'll be next to the loot, there'll be that little loot button. And if you scroll down, if you have Amazon Prime, you can see free games that are available every week or every month or something like that. Yeah, Amazon Prime Gaming. They have free stuff.
Oh, I never look at that, thanks.
Yeah, that's where I've been playing that's where I've been getting most of my games I've been playing lately, like Across the Grooves, Astrologaster, and that one point and click thingy. They're not all gems. A lot of them look like, Chinese knockoffs of, like, other fighting games and stuff, but, Astrologaster's pretty good. I don't know if it's still free, but yeah, it was last month.
Good, I'm glad to hear it.
How are you doing today? Good
Before
morning.
You do this reading for me, Foreman. I must have your word that you will not speak of this to my wife, Alice. In truth, I have had her believe that I was set upon by an angry swarm of wasps that have lately been nesting in the north transept of the cathedral.
Oh, what'd you do? Did you cheat on the wifey? Cheating is bad.
I do understand. A kind husband would naturally wish to shield his wife from any undue distress.
Ah, yea, that of course.
Or, not cheat on his wife at all?
There be also the small matter of the promise I did make to restore
Sir, what
the
did you do
Blarg
that a
family
swarm of
fortune
wasps would
before
be
I
a
died,
plausible explanation?
and
Right.
thus not leave my wife and children to live in penury when I am gone. If Mistress Blarg were to think that I am gravely ill, it would provoke some awkwardness between us that I would rather wish to avoid.
Awkward?
Ah, I take it then that your finances are also in poor health.
Oh.
Alas, they are. For as you accurately predicted, the Archbishop never did grant me the bishopric of Salisbury. It would seem his grace is content for me to remain in my current state of penury.
Penury? That's a funny word. It sounds like pin.
I see. Well, as to your wife, Alice, be not afeard, sir. We doctors take querent confidentiality most seriously. As Hippocrates did
Penury
say,
just means
testa
lacking things.
Apollinum
It's
medicum
French.
secreta,
I know.
among other things. Now, mayhap we proceed to consult the stars on the matter of your condition. With
I
what
doubt by the
disease
context
is my
clues,
querence
but it sounds
Thomas
funny
Blarg
either way.
troubled, and how may he be cured?
Sounds like penis. A penis penury. His penis is penury. Oh.
Penis penury is a mood for me. You started it.
I get the cry laughing face now. Okay, I have a red nose and cheeks and much bodily pain. What ails me? What does ail you? What doesn't ail you? So first from erysipelas, a severe skin disease of the face which is accompanied with pain and fever. Evil digestion. Bone shot, a knob-like growing rise on the skin. Nope.
It would seem you are troubled with a severe disease of the skin known as erysipelas. It is quite serious. Though you may find some temporary relief from the pain and fever by vigorously purging from your fundament. To induce such a thing, I do advise the consumption of a considerable quantity of prunes, or mayhap rhubarb. Of course, it does depend on the season.
Erysipelas? Prunes? Oh, merciful Lord, if it be thy will that I should die, and if thou hast writ these mortal signs upon the stars, I beseech thee, have thy servant Simon Foreman speak the truth.
Prithee, sir, I had not finished. Oh, my dear friend, I will not lie to you. Your condition is quite advanced. In truth, I fear you must prepare for the worst. If you will not share this grave news with Mistress Blagg, perchance you might speak to her from the safety of, from beyond the grave? That is to say, write her a letter that may be read to her after you're gone. Your loving words, though thus delayed, may provide her comfort in her time of grief.
That's so sad. It's so sad.
God bless you for your candor, sir, as well your wisdom and friendship these last years. I will now go and pray upon what you have told me.
Yay. You're dying, but we got a letter recommendation.
Cannot share his life. She is left alone. She is left alone. Was his at sea in a wake so she.
Going overboard at home? How so?
Hey, Mistress Fortescue, how may I help you this day?
Fortescue?
You seem a little out of breath.
Aye, 'tis but my bodice. My maidservant did lace it far too tightly. Methinks she is a trifle vexed with me. Indeed, the atmosphere in the Fortescue household is exceeding ill at present.
Verily? And why is that?
Someone has been stealing food from the larder in the night. This morning, 3 whole swan pies were missing. Each member of the Fortescue household suspects another.
That's an expensive pie.
And whom do you think is the author of these thefts, madam?
Well, I suspect my son Harold, as his fondness for pie is well known. But Harry denies it and has accused our maidservant Gladys. And 'tis true that Gladys has become suspiciously wide about the girth of late. And as for Gladys, well, she is convinced the culprit is our African parrot, Sir Munchalot Grey.
Munchalot Grey!
Munchalot has denied the accusation and blames my monkey.
The parrot blames the monkey. That's funny.
And who does your monkey blame?
Now, Dr. Foreman, be not absurd. Monkeys cannot speak.
Ah, yes. Then 'tis fortunate that God can.
Is this gonna be an
speak
ace
to us,
attorney
that is,
situation where
by
you're
way
gonna
of
have
the
to
stars?
cross-examine the parrot?
Who
No.
in the Fortescue household has been sneaking into the larder at night to steal pies?
Who should it be? Sybil is a hypocrite. She needs to turn her finger on accusation for herself, for she ate all the pies. Exercise constraint and discipline in relation to the pies. They know not to steal pies. Evil from a foreign country? I don't know. If she ate the pies, why would she come to us? This is tricky. Wait a minute. No, wait. Did she say the parrot blamed the monkey because she's always holding the monkey? So, like, if she's always holding the monkey, is the parrot saying that she ate them? But again, if she knows she ate them, why is she coming here?
Madam, you may eliminate your son from your inquiries, for according to the stars, you have educated him well, and he knows not to steal pies.
Harry is innocent, is he? Then who has been eating our pies?
I am afeard it is the very last individual you would suspect. An individual who is in this very room with us now.
How now, Dr. Foreman? Surely you would not accuse me?
Oh, nay, not you, madam. 'Tis your monkey. What was his name again?
You mean to say Sir Nanahad has been stealing our pies? Oh, my days! What a naughty monkey!
Quite. He is most naughty
Sir
indeed,
Nanahad?
would seem.
Nanahead!
I must at once to him go and apologise to Sir Munchalot. I never should have doubted him. God give you good even, Dr. Foreman. You have been a bad boy, have you not, Sir Nanahad? Who's a naughty monkey? Yes, you're the naughty monkey. Yes, you're the naughty monkey.
Good even, Mistress Fortescue.
Humphrey Bell, to Give, and shame, you will still be judged, and we accord you blame.
Good even, Mr. Bell. What brings you so late this evening, young sir? Have you come from the playhouse?
Yay, I'm come from playing a duchess in a special performance of Richard II. You know, that play that makes the Queen look bad.
So, Mr. Shakespeare decided to revive his play, did he? I see.
I need you to tell me what to do about my pay. Our seamstress told me she heard Mistress Burbage discoursing how John Crisp is getting paid a full shilling for each performance.
And you feel this is unfair, I take it? I gather Mr. Crisp's pay is greater than yours.
Aye, sir. 'Tis full twice as much coin as they pay me. What I get is barely enough to cover my rent. And my parts are well bigger than his, innit?
And you can fathom no reason for this disparity in pay? He is more experienced, perchance.
What? I've been on the stage since I was a boy. And John's been playing for less than a year.
How do you know that your
Sir.
parts are bigger than
Mr.
his?
Burbage and them other company sharers are paying me less on account of how I'm doing.
You mean to say you are being paid less simply because you perform lady roles?
Indeed. John only gets them main parts because he's big and tall, but I'm well better than he is. Critics call my Ophelia the most tantalizingly nubile and tragical performance since Henry Condell's Juliet.
Ah, yes. Having seen Hamlet, I would have to agree with them there. I must own that I, too, found your Ophelia most comely and alluring. Now, let's see what the stars advise. What can be done about you being paid less than players of masculine roles?
Oh dear. Oh dear. Pay equity with common time. It will not. It will not. Using his romantic allure to seduce a woman? Continue to perform his duties and remain quiet about the discrepancy.
What's up, Espo?
Hello, Blue Moon. How you doing?
I mean, what's up, Oopsie Espo?
What?
Meow to you, Tibby.
Do you hear Tibby?
Good morning to the sweet, calm, innocent gentleman.
Humphrey's boss's wife is pregnant with a masculine child. His boss can therefore not be trusted. I don't think that makes sense. Let's go with B.
According to the stars, your employers, the Lord...
How do you reckon that?
Oops.
On account of them contriving to pay me less than I deserve?
Shit, Tiberius, stop it.
Precisely
Shit.
so, Mr. Bell, and being so
The
wise,
Chaos
they
Badgins.
doubtless deter their hired men from discoursing upon the coin they receive for their labour, perchance to the extent where the men harbour such feelings of shame and suspicion about it, they would more readily show each other their privy parts before they would show their pay.
Aye, 'tis true enough. We oft pull our yardles out when we're jesting about and that. But as for a man's pay, forsooth, 'tis considered most private.
Well, such prudery must end if you and your fellow players are to advance your interests, Mr. Bell. Indeed, methinks that if you were all to begin freely discoursing upon these matters, you will find you are not the only player being paid unjustly. If you do decide to demand more coin from your employers, I advise you to unify with the other hired men and speak as one voice.
Actors Union! Actors Union!
Zah! We shall unify and demand them company sharers pay us equal coin for equal playing.
Actors Union! Actors Union! Oopsie making waves!
Sagoftra.
Hear ye! Earl of Essex, foiled in Queen, kidnap, attempt, shocker. Biggest treason fail since Babington plot. Hear ye!
Robert Devereux, Earl of Essex, has been arrested for plotting to kidnap the Queen and install himself as protector of the realm. Devereux is reported to have bribed a company of players to stage a revival of William
Well,
Shakespeare's...
Sagoftra in the year 1200.
Yeah, King Richard II. As his play invites treasonous comparison between the weak and incompetent King Richard and our present sovereign, Queen Elizabeth, it was Devereux's intention to use it to rouse an angry mob and lead them to the gates of Kensington Palace. Failing to muster sufficient support from London populace, however, Devereux was compelled to return home to Essex House, where he was arrested. He tried to raise a mob with theatre. Silly boy.
Alice Black, she is a wife. 'Tis one way to live a life, oft with misfortune and with strife, especially if you be Black's wife.
That's funny.
Good day, Mistress Blagg. Pray tell, how did things fare with your gentleman friend, Owen Wood, the Dean of Armagh?
Armagh! Alas, 'tis all over betwixt me and Dean Wood. I did ask him for a small loan, and he was most insulting about it. We have not spoken since. And I think I know why his ardour for me has cooled, for I did lately learn that he has been bedding half the women in the diocese.
Oh?
Yes. I too did lately hear of this.
So it seems your stars were right. There verily were other women vying for Dean Wood's affections.
Yay!
But this day I am come about my husband. Methinks he is ill, yet he pretends he is not.
He is dying.
Pray
He's
describe
dying.
his symptoms to me.
Well, yesterday I did remark that something was amiss when Molly McDoon and I returned from the playhouse. Well, there was a special performance of Richard II at the Globe. Know you of it? Oh, 'tis the play that makes the Queen look bad.
I know of it.
When I came in the door, there was an awful racket coming from our upstairs rooms. I went to see what the matter was and found my husband tucked up a bed, moaning and wailing, and with a monstrous rash all over his face. He told me some nonsense about having been stung by wasps, and that he is merely tired. But I do not believe him.
I see.
I bid you, foreman, tell me true, for I grow ill with worry. Is it grave? Blagg had better not think of dying on me afore he has paid his debts.
For as his widow, by law, you would inherit them, would you not? But mayhap there is little to worry about. Let us consult the stars and see. What ails Thomas Blagg, the Dean of Rochester?
Well, we said we would not tell anybody, but... Oh, shit. Do we lie? Oh boy, do we tell the truth or do we lie? Because this is icky. This is icky. We promised we wouldn't tell on him. It's his business, but it's also his wife who's going to inherit the debt. Oh no. Well, if he's gonna die anyway, he's not gonna be mad at us. Because he's gonna be dead.
Alas, I am afeard your husband is ill with a disease known as erysipelas. He is in grave danger. Indeed, his case is advanced and beyond treatment. There is nothing to be done now, but prepare yourself for his death, Mistress Blagg. Madam? Alice? Come, Alice, I will find you a chair.
Nay, I must not tarry. I am meeting Mistress MacDoon at the Bear for a quiet one. Good day, Foreman.
But...
Well, we got a little recommendation.
Hear ye, hear ye! Traitor loses head after losing mind. Earl of Essex gets the chop for treason.
Uh-oh.
Hear ye!
On this day, the 25th day of February, in the year of our Lord, 1601, Robert Devereux, the Earl of Essex, was executed for treason. The execution follows yesterday's trial, at which he was found guilty of leading a failed plot against the realm. Formerly a favorite of both Her Majesty and the London public, the Earl's surprising betrayal of both Queen and country has shocked the nation. We tried to warn him.
If you try to argue with her, you will have no luck. She'll twist and turn your logic till your reason comes unstuck. Chastise Mary who you like, she will not give up. Will not give up.
Well met, Mistress Payne. How fare you this day?
Most well indeed, sir, for I am just come from taking my niece on an outing to Tower Hill. 'Twas to see the execution of the traitor Robert Devereux.
Sadness.
Ah, yes, Lord Devereux. What a
I just
tragic
want
end
to
a
say I
wholesome
really
career.
love it here. I'm so happy to have met you. You're so warm, bubbly, and happy and wholesome. You're so cool and sweet and only kind of innocent with a hint of sus.
Aww.
You're a fantastic friend.
That's so nice to say, Wilma. Thank you so much. That's so nice. Oopsie loves you, and Wing loves you too. Mwah. Thank you so
And
much,
so
darling.
is Oopsies.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you to say. Thank you. You are the bestest too. I would give you hugs. You are a sweetheart. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're having fun here.
Oh no, I'm a nobody.
Oh, stop that! You are not. Don't even. You are the blue to the moon to the kraken. Woo!
He he he.
Blue moon is you.
Beheading
Rar
they gave
yet.
us. My niece and I very much enjoy the hangings at Tyburn, but a beheading is so much more elegant, is it not? Verily, 'tis a better class of execution, I find, and the royal executioner did go down on Devereux with such skill.
What girl?
A single stroke was all it took to give us the traitor's head.
Poor Devereux.
Aye, 'tis true the royal executioner gives excellent...
But I have no
Head?
business coming here and gossip with you, Dr. Foreman. I am come on a matter of great concern.
You brought it up, lady.
Damn,
And I bid you
1300s
do
was
my
a
reading
different
with
time.
greater care this time. For last time you did alarm me quite unnecessarily with your tale of war in Texas.
Excuse
And
you?
whilst the Queen does have the appearance of being naught but a painted corpse, propped up on a throne using artfully placed cushions, she is, in lore at least, still alive. Praised be.
Ah, indeed, praised be. And what is this new matter that concerns you?
'Tis that England is filling up with foreigners. Indeed,
Did
'tis
she
been
say
going
something
on for
about
so many
keeping the
years
head
now
of
that
the
in
beheaded?
London,
I don't
'tis
know.
rare to hear anyone discoursing in the English tongue anymore. The city is crawling with continentals.
What?
Ah, then I take it you do not enjoy your visits to the City of London.
Oh, nay, I have never been to London.
What?
For as I did just say, 'tis crawling with continentals, and Lambeth will soon suffer the same fate if we do not act. Why, only the other day, I spied a Continental on the high street. A monstrous ogre of a man he was. And as for his face, his eyelashes were so fair, he had the appearance of having none at all.
Huh? I don't understand!
Oh, happy
yes, the
day 4 of
Netherlanders.
Nano, by
'Tis
the
true
way.
the people of the Netherlands
Oh,
can be
no.
fair of hair and tall of stature.
I'm 3 days now behind.
And 'tis surely no coincidence that Lambeth has suffered an increase in crime of late. We do not feel safe, Dr. Foreman. Every night we ladies of 4th Street do shiver in our beds at the thought of these frighteningly large men.
What?
I do not doubt it, madam. Now, let us see whether the stars might allay or confirm your fears. Should the residents of Lambeth be concerned about an influx of Continentals?
What does that even mean?
Madam, I may assure you that if there be a rise in criminality, the Continentals are not to blame.
Then who is to blame?
May I suggest the youth of this day? The youth of this day are customarily blamed for social ills, and in this instance, it would seem justified, at least according to the stars. As for the Continentals, it appears that elements of their culture and expertise may one day serve to enrich ours. Consider, for example, the additional dining options they have brought with them to England. Indeed, do we English not tire of our dreary custards and dull mutton roasts?
Well, in truth, I am a little partial to their... What are those puffy pancake things with the crisscrosses on them?
Hot crust
Waffles, I
buns?
believe.
Waffles! Waffles!
I will own I am partial to those Netherland waffles. But pish, Dr. Foreman, you learned men and fancy folk may discourse all you like about having your dinner tables enlivened with foreign cookery. But who is it that suffers when desperate Continentals go a-robbing our houses and a-troubling our women? 'Tis us ordinary folk, 'tis who. I will have my husband write to Lambeth Palace and tell the Archbishop we will have no more of these Continentals in Lambeth. Blessed day, Dr. Foreman.
Bitch!
Hear ye, hear ye. Dean of Rochester Cathedral dies. New dean
Oh, no.
plans to refurnish empty cathedral. Hear ye.
Local residents were saddened this day by tidings of the death of Thomas Blogg, Dean of Rochester Cathedral. He leaves behind a wife, Alice Blogg, and the children John, Thomas, Cornwallis, Edmund, Nicholas, and Francis. Damn! That's a lot of children!
Countrymen, at ease is our reward, for it is not enough to live by fans alone. For you, we sigh, we true, and swoon.
Jellicle songs for Jellicle K's cause Jellicle cats are and Jellicle cats do. Jellicle song for Jellicle cats.
Ugh.
Good day, Mr. Bell, and well met. I recall you were hoping for a pay rise.
I
How
wanted
did
to
that
get
go?
in on the singing.
Well, I got a pay rise, innit? I took your advice about banding together with the
Woo!
other hired men and gabbing about how much coin we was getting. Turns out, another one of the lads weren't getting paid enough for his lady parts neither.
Oh, his lady
All
parts!
refused to do our rehearsals until the boss man fixed it.
Well done, Mr. Bell.
I never
must
knew
say I
Okitters
am
could be
most
so
proud of you.
mouthy.
Tibby!
HOKD up, wait, what?
She's so clapped, I need twice as much Ceruse as normal.
Clapped? Yeah, he plays in the
yes.
play.
What did they
Venetian
just
Ceruse,
say?
the white lead and vinegar paste laid.
Okay, so he plays under Shakespeare, right? So he has to play the lady parts, cause no women are allowed on stage, right? And he was saying that as a man playing a woman, he was getting paid less than the other men, right? So that's why they were unionizing. Yes, Tibby, what is it? Hold on, I have something to
I thought they were talking about actual
Was it funny, though? I'll be right back. So, to distract the cat whenever he wants to go outside, I've started letting him go into the closet that he's not allowed into, right? To make him think he's going into a new place. Let him explore.
And players used to whiten their faces.
You have to fix it for me, Doctor, for my role in Mr. Shakespeare's new play. I'm to play a lady who disguises
Let him
herself
he
as
fierce
a lawyer.
warrior beast.
A lady who disguises herself as a lawyer.
A lady cunningly disguised as a lawyer? Forsooth, how original. But I see not why you need worry over your complexion. Having a sound grasp of Latin and a talent for eloquence are the usual qualifications of a legal advocate, are they not? Is it verily necessary for this lawyer to have beauty as well?
Legally blonde?
Well, Mr. Burbage seems to think so.
These are enlightened times, and we must have confidence in our audience that they will accept, even welcome, the notion of a lady of learning, as long as she be lovely enough to lie with.
I see. And 'tis true your skin is looking a little less than lovely at present. Let us see if we may find a remedy for it in the stars. What is the matter with Humphrey Bell's face, and what may be done to improve its appearance?
Well, first of all, no more lead paint. That might help. Ugliness!
What is the matter with his face? I don't know, his artwork looks just fine to me.
Right? Humphrey is troubled with ugliness? Distemperature of the liver? Some kind of poison? Libra, ruler of the skin, may be pure and pale in appearance and induce fanciful imaginings in the mind. I'm gonna guess you're being poisoned by your lead paint, Mister.
The stars indicate that your skin troubles are occasioned by the ceruse paste you're applying to your face. The lead it contains is causing your scabs, and, if I am not mistaken, some thinning in your hair. But these are merely indications of a greater trouble it is causing, a distemperature of the liver. You must no longer apply lead to your face, Mr. Bell.
What you mean, like, 'tis poisonous or something?
Oh, nay, lead is not poisonous. You merely seem to have a sensitivity to it, is all.
It is indeed
I will write you
poisonous!
up a prescription to take to an apothecary. He will concoct you a paste from alum,
Yes,
tin
I
ash,
A.
and sulfur as a replacement for
WYM.
the ceruse you have been using. And to hide the damage to your skin, you might apply the white of a raw egg to your face. 'Twill act as a kind of glaze over your complexion.
So all this will fix my face, yeah? Zow!
Oh
Mr.
yes,
Foreman,
rub eggs on
doubtless
yourself,
I need
that's
not
much
explain
better.
why you have been brought before the College of Physicians this day. We have been informed that you persist in
Salmonella
practicing
definitely
medicine
isn't a thing.
without a license, in defiance of the law and in spite of previous warnings given you by myself and my distinguished colleagues. How do you answer this charge? Well, what do you have to say for yourself, Sirrah?
I say that I am a good doctor, and that my many years of experience have allowed me to perfect my methods as a true physician.
You would dare speak of your methods, Mr. Foreman? We are informed that you write your patients' names and complaints in a notebook, doubtless all the better to blackmail them with.
Ah, yes, my case books. Indeed, sir, 'tis most useful to be able to remember a querent's history.
Furthermore, you use astrological readings not simply to predict the course of an illness or judge the best time for a treatment, as good medicine teaches us, but you find the cause of the disease in the stars. You refuse to examine your patient's urine for this purpose.
Well, yes, for...
And you would dare claim that in these past years you have gained medical knowledge and...
Oops. Sorry.
Then I invite you to provide proof of it now. You will submit to an examination.
An examination? I didn't study! No. Oh, shit.
Google is studying. Mwahaha. I googled the question and the first result is about this game amazing.
Black bile. Melancholy. Which planet rules intelligence? Mercury? Aries.
Silence! Simon Foreman, it is clear to me the answers you have just given were not your own, and that they were provided to you this day by some unnatural means. Such foul trickery and dark magic will not be tolerated within these walls.
What?
Ha ha ha.
What? What?
DFKLJSKLSJDFL.
Remove this charlatan, this
I
carnival
mean,
quack
we
from
are
my
in
sight.
control. I need to know if the game knows.
What, again? I demand to speak with my legal counsel. You will regret this.
Is he accusing us of using Google? That's not fair! shock and distress, I did learn of your current situation, but worry not, Dr. Foreman, for you'll be freed from jail this very day. I bade my husband, Lord Dyer, exert his influence on your behalf, but I must warn you that the College of Physicians cannot be obstructed for long, and that you verily ought to procure a medical license. Your current and most assured friend, Lady Emma Dyer. Nice!
Her is his dire. Lie die er.
Uh-oh. Those stakes are too high for Oopsie.
Well met, Alice, dear friend. Since your husband's death, I have often...
Oh, Foreman, I am sorry for not coming to see you sooner, for I was grateful for your warning about Blag's illness. It gave me the sense to bide with him in his final hours. It was only then that I did realize how much I did love the old fool, despite his mump-headed nature and his leaving me and the children with not a penny between us. But the day after he passed, I came upon a note he had writ for me. I warrant that was your idea, was it, Foreman?
It may have been.
Then I thank ye for it, Simon. For 'twas a comfort to be left something to remember him by, even if it be the only thing he did leave me.
Ouch.
But things are better since I did become Mistress Macy.
Then you...
Aye, 'twas the only means of putting a roof over our heads and meat in our bellies. And Mr. Macy is a kind man. Oh, but Foreman, we may not have our roof much longer. Macy has threatened to leave me.
Why? He just married you. What?
The brute!
Well, to be fair, I suppose I did fail to apprise him of the full extent of Blag's debts, which are, as you know, not inconsiderable. But what am I to do about it now?
Ah, yes, of course. By marrying you, he is now responsible for the debts of your late husband, according to the law. In sooth, 'tis a high price to pay for a wife. No matter the marital bliss, her bountiful charms and fine qualities do doubtless afford him.
Ugh.
Ah, save it for another day, Foreman. 'Tis not your chub-brained flattery I am come for. 'Tis your counsel.
Chub-brained!
Then let us see if the stars may offer a solution. How may Alice Macy prevent her husband petitioning for a divorce?
Time to get pregnant, I guess.
Chub-brained.
Chub-brained.
Wing DJKFSLK.
Sorry, that's how all the freaking things seem to be solved around here. Pop out a baby. A family trip? God is punishing the deceased Thomas Blogg by visiting the evil sins of the father upon his widow and children. Be realistic or go on a trip? Let's go on vacation!
You have little hope of calming your new husband's feelings about your late husband's debts. But the stars suggest that your family might go abroad, and thus put yourself out of the reach of Blag's creditors. You must do this without delay.
Go abroad? You mean where foreigners live?
Aye. My chart also suggests that you find some creative solution to ensure your husband's cooperation in such a project.
I love that you read
Has he
Vacation
ever
and Foreman
expressed an
when
interest in
tax
the New
evasion.
World colonies? Or perchance you might suggest an extended tour of Roman antiquities.
Nay, but I will put my mind to it. But if we do go abroad, this is doubtless the last time I shall ever see you, Foreman.
Oh, that's sad.
2 raiders from
Miko! Welcome
Have joined.
back! Thank you for the raid! How you doing, Miko? Did you have a good stream? What are you playing? Rain World. Woo!
Yeah.
That looks fun. Is it good? Wait, I think you talked about it in stream before, right?
First I did Home World Deserts of Koruk and then Rain World.
Oh. I'm sorry, my Windows crashed. Hold on. Okay. I'll have to check out the VOD.
Hear ye, hear ye. Nation mourns
Oh no, not
death
the
of
crashing
beloved
winders.
queen.
No, the Queen! The Queen!
To succeed to the English throne.
Scotland!
Hear ye.
The Queen! The Queen! All England is in mourning as news spreads of the death of our beloved sovereign, Queen Elizabeth Tudor, oft referred to as
Let's
Good
go, King
Queen
James.
Bess.
OMG, OMG, that's so cute. I just noticed Oopsie's cry
What
eyes.
do you mean you just noticed? I showed them on Thursday. We got more too. We got Shiny Bouncy. We got Cry Laughing.
Rip Bozo Lizzie Skullan's coming down.
We got Angry Grr Face. I got. Oh my god. And just shoot them all off.
OMG, those are all so adorable.
Thank you. Okay. Here's Queen Good Queen Bess by your subjects. Expired of natural causes. Expired. Wow. Like milk. The 24th day of March, the year of our Lord, 1603. Although Her Majesty left no heir nor named a successor, her cousin and nearest blood relation, 57-year-old James Stuart, King of Scotland, is rumored to be traveling down from Edinburgh to be crowned King of England later this week.
Humphrey Bell, you must not taste so ill.
That's not how you say Edinburgh.
Edinburgh!
Disappointing.
Shut up! I'm just a baby. I don't know how to pronounce words. What? What?
Last time I was in the USA, an airport lady called it Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. For though your beauty does fade, we do adore you still. Our eyes so wide, our thoughts so unrefined at the sight of your shapely behind. Oh no! Oh no! He's staring at his bum.
Good day, Mr. Bell. Oh, I must congratulate you on your performance of the comely lady lawyer in The Merchant of Venice, and methinks your skin is much improved. 'Tis verily glowing.
Yay!
I, Dr. Foreman, changing my lead paste for sulphur work very well. Mistress Burbage says I now look a picture of beauty.
Did she now? Forsooth, 'tis well to hear the troubles with your skin are resolved. Now, what is it you come for this day?
Mr. Shakespeare has written a new play, and I need to look younger if I'm to get a good part in it. 'Tis about an ancient Roman general called Titus Andronicus. I wish to play the role of his comely mother, the Lady Tamara.
You need to look younger in order to play a man's mother, you say. But according to my casebook, why, sir, you are not yet 25 years of age.
Aye, sir, indeed. 'Tis but the business of playing, though, innit? At least, according to Mr. Burbage, he was well vexed when I pointed out how the man playing Titus is near as old as I am.
If the stage is not to your liking, Mr. Bell, I invite you to seek employment elsewhere.
What a jerk. That's not how mummies work.
All right then, let us see what the stars advise. What can be done to make my querent Humphrey Bell appear younger?
He's already a baby. Undergo a transformation to repair the damage Time's legacy has wrought? Nothing happened here. There is cruelty involved?
What you ask is quite impossible, Mr. Bell. You wish for time to pass, so that you may gain experience and become a better player, do you not? And yet, paradoxically, you ask that time be suspended, so that you may remain young and comely enough to play these roles you have spent years training for. To wit, you aspire to be a Domina Perfectus.
What?
A perfect woman, sir. But have you not considered the option available to you? That of being a homo mediocris?
What now?
A mediocre man. In the guise of a mediocre man, you would doubtless excel. Indeed, for every lady role in Mr. Shakespeare's plays, are there not roles for 20 men? And to be sure, growing older would not shorten your career. For a man can play all kinds of roles at almost any age. Hero, lover, grandfather, oft all at the same time.
But how am I to convince Mr. Shakespeare and the other sharers to start giving me man parts?
Have the company begin seeing you as a man, Mr. Bell. Grow yourself a beard and break wind with abandon. Spend the hours you save on beauty treatments by joining your fellow players on outings to bear-baiting pits and alehouses.
I will not let you down, Dr. Foreman. I will make myself so manly, Mr. Shakespeare will be begging me to take his man parts.
I am drinking here. Not trying to die.
Don't take Shakespeare's man parts. He might give you the syphilis.
I mean, but what if it's necessary?
Oh my god. What?
Good morrow, Mistress Fortescue. How may I do you serve?
Oh, Dr. Foreman, I have urgent need of your advice. Oh, woe! I know not what I am to do.
On my word, madam, I have never before seen you in such a state. Pray tell, whatever can the matter be?
'Tis my husband, Captain Fortescue. God mend me!
Uh-oh.
He has been implicated in a conspiracy to commit treason.
Ah, yes, your husband, Captain Henry Fortescue. He is a great friend of Sir Walter Raleigh, is he not?
Uh-oh.
Oh, methinks I see your problem. For Raleigh has been implicated in a plot against our new king, has he not? 'Tis said the plotters wished to oust the king and install the king's cousin on the throne. Or was Raleigh involved in that other plot? The one to kidnap the king and
Raleigh,
force him to appoint a more
that's in my
religiously
state.
tolerant privy council. In truth, there are so many plots against the English throne these days.
How dare you,
It's hard to
Raleigh?
keep abreast of them all.
Indeed, I know not which plot Sir Walter was arrested for, but I have heard tell that the Privy Council seeks to find conspirators amongst his associates. Hence I have been hiding my husband in our cellar and pretending he's still away at sea.
Oh, shit.
But why would your husband fear arrest?
Do you have drinks
Was he
for me
involved in
too?
Sir Walter
I
Raleigh's
need
plot?
energies.
I have,
Nay, he was not. But all...
the ocean.
And some Oopsie special donuts too.
I have the ocean and donuts and lollipops. That's about it. Can you drink the ocean, Blue Moon? You're a kraken. You can drink in the ocean. Actually, I have margaritas over here, so.
Haha, oh yes, but I want flavored waters.
Oh.
With sugars, Oopsie.
Oh, well, if you dissolve a lollipop in it, I think you could get some.
Ha ha ha.
London believes that he and Sir Walter are very great friends.
Oh. The game!
I should redeem a reading.
Ah, yes. I see.
You should.
But what of your own friends, Mistress Fortescue? All those lords, ladies,
See
and
where
bishops who are so
Oopsie is
often
at his
graced your table.
craziest.
Would they not speak in your husband's defense?
Excuse me.
Well, dear Emma says she will speak for my husband, but alas, she now has little influence at court on account of some, well,
I
some
won't be
scandals
mean
of her
and
own.
interior the game.
As for my other acquaintances, they have all disowned me. They decline my invitations, and no one is at home to me when I call upon them. Even Sir Munchalot has stopped speaking to me.
The parrot?
Even your parrot, madam? On my word, that is very cold.
That's so cold.
I beseech you, sir, read the stars
Interrupt
and tell me
phone.
how I might
That
save
was
my husband
supposed to
from
be
arrest.
interrupt.
Pray assure me he will be safe.
Let us see, then. Is Captain Henry Fortescue in danger of being arrested for treason?
Oh.
If so, what might Mistress Fortescue do to prevent it?
That's a loaded question.
Comet arson on the ruling class houses.
The king will soon be waging a violent war
Is
in a
there
foreign
an
country.
option for that?
That's distracting him from hunting for Riley's co-conspirators. Huh. Well, since this is based on real life events, maybe we can look it up. Fortescue.
Is THSI?
It is! Yes.
Really WTF?
Well, yeah!
So they really be talking about taking parts.
I don't know about that. But yes, in real life, Shakespeare's plays were, the women were played by men. So yeah. Women weren't allowed on the stage. Just ignore it.
Although your friends in the royal court may no
I
longer own
thought
you
that
in
was
public,
just an
the
Asian
chance
country
they could
thing.
be prevailed upon to act
The
on your behalf.
what are they called?
I don't know.
There's a name for those costumes.
Kimono? I mean, you have to be specific about which Asian country. I know about Japanese plays, but, yeah.
In private. Verily, madam, I urge you to write to them and bid them use their influence in your family's favour. Mayhap they can quietly speak well of your husband to the king and to the lords of the Privy Council. In the meantime, you must behave as if you have nothing to fear or be ashamed of, as if your husband is full innocent of treason. Hold your head high, Mistress Fortescue.
But oh, Dr. Foreman, surely you see how low I am come.
Madam, have you not before suffered the slings and arrows of social misfortune and yet risen victorious?
Well,
You had a house full of guests purging from all their orifices, and yet you did not waver. You suffered an attack upon your mucosal membrane by the most fiendish of New World fruits, those known to affright the bravest of conquistadors, and yet you soldiered on. And after you played the fool before lords, bishops, and countesses, still they thronged for invitations to your luncheons. Truly, madam, are you not a leader amongst women? Reclaim your place at London's dinner tables and use it to save your husband. Take back your Camelot.
Woo! You tell him.
Indeed, sir. I shall not be cowed by spiteful wagging tongues any longer.
Anarchy.
I now go forth to restore my husband's honour and our family's
Chaos.
good name.
Fare you well, and Godspeed, Mistress Fortescue.
Did your guests not shit themselves at your party?
Oopsie using his powers to help.
Did you not eat a hot chili pepper and live to tell the tale? Yes, you did. You go, girl.
Humphrey Bell, your time upon the stage.
Oh, I love the red hot chili peppers.
As you advance in age. But hold, no tears, come down, resign, your fears, you're just too old to earn a living wage.
What?
No!
Excuse me.
Good day to you, young sir. May I say, your playing of Titus Andronicus's comely mother was excellent. Well, a wondrous performance, Mr. Bell.
Aye, well, I did ask for a man's part, like he told me, but Bossman just winked at me and said he'd consider it, but only if I convince Mistress Burbage I'm a man first.
Forsooth, how strange. I wonder what he meant by that.
I know what he means though, innit? Mistress Burbage wants to move to me and Mr. Burbage knows all about it.
On my word! But surely, Mr. Bell, if Mistress Burbage's attentions occasion you discomfort, you have merely to tell her so. Make it plain you wish your relationship to remain professional and bid her abstain from any amorous
That is
advances.
such a British accent.
You what? Nay, sir. If I air her, she'll be vexed and I could lose my job. Know you what I mean?
Ah, I see, yes. If she were to take umbrage, she might use her influence over her husband to prevent you from getting work. Well, I do have a recipe for a very effective aphrodisiac. Nay? Then let us see what the stars advise. How might Humphrey Bell calm the ardour of Mistress Burbage without it costing him his career?
That's sexual harassment! Mistress Burbage has choleric temperament when it comes to the affairs of the heart. She prefers to be the one in charge. Lustful passions.
Maybe he should try tarot card readings and palm readings.
Same difference.
Wait, is it really tarot? You don't pronounce the T at the end.
Tarot, tarot, it's Dr. Tarot we go. Do, 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 do. Turn the freaking
The
page!
stars indicate that Mistress Burbage harbours an excess of choler in her heart. It has given her a somewhat dominating disposition, and such women oft show a preference for men they perceive to be submissive.
What are you saying, Doc?
Perchance if you were to adopt a more assertive, commanding demeanour, Mistress Burbage's lustful ardour may be tempered.
What you mean, like, be your hench and that? I will not lie, it's not me though, innit? You heed me.
But you are a skilled player, are you not? Think upon it as a role I have given you, as if all the world's a stage, and you are merely playing. That's
Don't
being,
be such a bottom Humphrey.
hench, as you so call it.
Exactly.
You can do it, Mr. Bell.
Aye. Yay, methinks I can. I thank you kindly, Dr. Foreman.
Yeah, be a power bottom.
Sir, I have the best of tidings. I have managed to use my influence to ensure my husband is safe from the executioner's block. Indeed, my petitioning of courtiers and their wives has been so successful that the royal court is now abuzz with talk of the innocence of Captain Fortescue, and he has now been the victim of gross miscarriage of justice. A sonnet upon the subject has been composed, and I hear tell that Mr. Shakespeare intends to write a play about it. Your most grateful querents, Sybil Fortescue. Yay!
Yet men of his class are destined to rule. They tell us 'tis but the order of things, as is the divine right of kings.
Good even, Mr. Moore. How may I do you service?
I have a mind to take up a profession and would have your counsel on it. For I must say, your advice thus far has been most excellent. Counselling me not to marry that sly succubus Emma Dyer did veritably save my life. Indeed, I have heard it rumoured that her husbands have a lamentable habit of dying, if you follow my meaning. In short, their deaths are most unnatural and not at all accidental. Do you understand what I'm telling you, Foreman?
Aye, I do, Mr. Moore. Pray afford me a moment to recover from the excess of shock and surprise I do feel upon being told of the lady's true nature. You say you wish to take up a profession. 'Tis a military career you're considering, I presume? You wish to distinguish yourself in battle?
Nay, 'tis a career in the church. I have a mind to take holy orders.
You wish to become a clergyman? Pray tell, how came you by this notion?
'Twas given me by the top dog himself, the Archbishop of Canterbury. He's a hunting chum of my father's. Aye, the Archbishop is a crack shot with a musket. You should see him at it, Foreman. Give the man half an hour and a pouch of lead shot, and he'll turn your duck pond into duck soup.
Ew!
It seems the Archbishop has had his eye on me for quite some time.
Oh no! He wants to molest you, sir!
Really?
Oh no!
He says I show great promise.
No!
And that under his personal tutelage, I should rise very rapidly.
Rise rapidly!
To make me Bishop of Salisbury.
Oh
The
no!
Archbeast has his eye on you. Fanfic time.
It's not even fanfic. It's true though. Oh my gosh.
Ah, yes, the much coveted Bishopric of Salisbury.
So, yeah, throughout this entire thing, when the Archbishop comes to us for advice, he keeps asking
Hey, at least he's an adult.
if our, manservant will slather the oils on him, and so on and so forth. Like, he keeps asking for men, and, you know what? Yes, you and the Archbishop deserve each other. You lady-chasing whoreman!
Before I make my final decision, Foreman, I thought I'd better come to you first.
Aye, very wise of you. Then let us see.
Is it time to
what
bring the
stars
penury thing
foretell.
back?
Yeah, Peter
Does my current, Lancelot Moore, enjoy success as a clergyman?
Vile, hidden motives are a work. Wow, how homophobic.
Well, I mean, we know Lancelot is straight, so, London will resound with flattering gossip of Moore's piety and seriousness, thus enhancing his romantic appeal.
Not when I'm through with home he won't be. Ha 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 JK JK. I'm not lucky enough for such
May I
lovin's.
discourse
Oh, stop. You'll find your lovins.
as someone who has guided you these many years past?
Yea, I suppose so.
Have you considered that your particular tastes and proclivities might be ill-suited to a life of service in the church?
My tastes and proclivities? Ha! If you only knew of the tastes and proclivities indulged at the Archbishop's Palace in Lambeth. I would tell you what they are, Foreman, but what occurs at Lambeth Palace bides.
Bides at Lambeth Palace. Yes, I'm well aware. But as for his offering you the bishopric of Salisbury, well, the stars do indicate that His Grace has promised the bishopric of Salisbury to every dean from here to the Isle of Man. He is unlikely to ever grant it to you.
Verily? He has? How very wrong of the Archbishop to make promises he does not keep. You were very right to warn me of this, for I do not think I could bide the company of such a man for long. I thank you, Foreman. You have served me well this day.
Here comes crafty Ella. What does she ask for now? Many times I'll be needless to say. Despite her sins, may she be saved. The rest of what God gave. Here comes crafty Ella. What does she ask for now?
Oh, gee.
God give you good day, madam.
Good day to you, sir, and well met.
And how fares your husband, Lady Dyer?
What a bop.
I recall you were worried for his health.
So she's sus.
Very sus. She's killed like 3 husbands.
Diabetes, the disease you judged him as having. He died from wounds that never healed.
You mean the wound on his lordship's hand? But I recall you saying it was quite small.
Oh, yes, that wound was, but he acquired many more. One evening, whilst we were summering at our country estate, the stone railing of our balcony gave way, and he fell into some particularly thorny rose bushes.
Verily? How distressing. And he never recovered from the scratches?
Nay, 'twas most tragical and so forth.
Well, I am sorry to hear of your husband's passing.
A surfer man.
Madam,
Send her to
are
the
you
stocks.
quite well? You do
He
not
ran
seem
into her
yourself
knife.
this day, if I may
He
remark
ran
on
into
it.
her knife 10 times.
Thorny knife.
Dr. Foreman, I am more myself than you have ever seen me, for during these past years I have been playing a role that has served me well, to be sure, but I am grown tired of it.
Indeed, I am not proud of my dissembling. I'm not proud of some other things besides.
I support women's wrongs, so I stand.
Unburden yourself by confessing your, what those things are.
What? Nay, of course not. As I was saying, whilst my dissimulations
It was
have afforded me
accidental.
wealth and status,
He just
such
reached
a
and
life as
fell
I have
towards it. There was 10 of them, but don't ask where they are, 'cause squirrels took them.
Squirrels!
lived has not fulfilled me. For though I have been married many times and known many men, I have always lacked one important thing.
A moral compass?
A moral compass?
That thing is love. In short, I have found love, Dr. Foreman.
Known many men.
And the object of my affection
Actually,
is not one of
Oopsie
these
has
privileged
a knife.
popinjays I've met at the royal court. Nay, 'tis a real man. A man who knows what it is to make his own way in the world.
Oh, you mean to say... You mean you and I?
Verily, upon seeing him play Tamara in Titus Andronicus at the Globe one even, I was, well, my heart was took.
Oh.
I see. You are in love with a player then, I take it.
Simon, keep it in your pants. You're a doctor.
Aye. And I wish to marry him. But first, I would know whether such a match be advisable. Is our love true? Or is my considerable coin and property where his true affections lie? Such a deception would not surprise me in truth.
Well, nay, doubtless it would not. Let us see whether the stars can tell us.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
How many do you need?
I think 6. Emma's bow hides evil intentions. The mind
No
of
more marriage.
Emma's beloved is on the coin he would inherit when Emma dies. Emma's head has been
No
turned.
more victims.
She's deluded in her hopes. If Emma and I were romantic partners, I would not trust her. Emma's duty as a wife would be impossible to fulfill. It is cruel to deprive a man of children. What? Emma's relationship with her young man has changed her. A marriage between Emma and her beau would be faithful and enduring.
Straight marriage makes victims of everyone involved.
The stars bless the match between you and the young man.
They do not think it would be bad for him in some way. They do not judge.
The chart indicates that your relationship with this young man has changed you. It would be a faithful, lasting marriage.
Verily? I must own I dared not expect such a happy ending to my story. I thank ye heartily, Dr. Foreman.
Would be
Yay!
really funny if her new boyfriend killed her for her money.
Well, it wouldn't be our problem.
True.
Oh, no. Leave the young man alone.
I'll take some wine.
Good day, Mr. Bell. I see here in my notes the last time you came 'twas for counsel regarding Mistress Burbage and her tender advances.
Tender.
Aye, and your advice to be dominating her were very well. Tis
Oh
made
yes,
Mr.
come
Burbage
recline on
start
our
seeing a
couch.
whole
Have
new
some
light,
wine.
innit?
Take a
It
few
was-
layers off. I could a drink for these ridiculous people.
Well impressed when I told her to go make me some potage before rehearsal.
If
Ooh,
you are so
oh,
eager to
I
comport
see now.
yourself like a man, Humphrey, methinks 'tis time you did so
I decline the
upon
recline.
stage.
I see. So, as well as resolving the matter with Mistress Burbage, you have also been promoted to playing male roles now.
Yay!
Oh, my word, that is very well to hear.
Tis about another lady I'm come this day. Tis a member of the audience who comes to all my performances and brings me flowers and sweetmeats. A mature lady. A widow, innit?
Another one. On my word, you are most ill-fortuned, Mr. Bell. Verily, are no young players safe these days from being preyed upon by lecherous old ladies?
Tis not all ladies, Dr. Foreman. Not this one, anyways. Emma ain't like any of the other ladies.
Oh,
I
no!
know. In truth, Dr. Foreman, we wish to be wed. I love her, innit?
Simon, connect the dots, please.
Then what is your trouble?
Well, I've heard tell
Ooh,
some
he's
vexing
forked.
things. There are them that say she has a heart of stone and only marries to get her hands on a man's money. Though I have none, and she be rich. But she has been widowed many times, and there's even a rumour saying she's had a hand in her husband's deaths.
Oh, verily? How shocking.
I must own to being a trifle shook by it, and maybe a bit excited as well, but mainly shook, innit?
Mainly shook.
Yes, you are.
No
It is most
excited,
frightening
mainly
if there
shook.
be any truth to these rumours. We must consult the stars and see whether it be wise for you to marry. Should Humphrey Bell wed this wealthy widow, and what will become of him if he does?
She loves you, man.
Get her cash.
Mr. Bell, it has been my privilege to guide you over the years in matters of work and in life. Wisely, I hope, but certainly with the greatest sense of care for your well-being. Indeed, I have come to think of you as a father might think of a son. 'Tis a responsibility I have not taken lightly, and in loco parentis, as it were, I feel an obligation to...
Sir, begging your pardon, sir, but I'm going to stop you right there, because I need to know, innit? Should I marry Emma or not?
I believe you may safely marry this lady, Mr. Bell. The stars suggest the rumours you did hear about her are needlessly cruel.
So this all lies then?
Well, not quite all lies, nay. The stars do also indicate that the lady was formerly most fixated upon the acquisition of money, though 'twould seem she no longer harbours such pecuniary passions, such as is consistent with her desire to marry a penniless player such as yourself.
Sir, it is decided. I shall marry my dear, sweet Emma. I'd be honoured if you came to see us wed, Dr. Foreman, if you be not too busy in that.
The honour shall be all mine, young Humphrey.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Rip young actor kid. Happy ending.
What the fuck is turnip wine? She takes her niece to the cockfighting pits? What the
Good morrow, Mistress Payne. It has been quite some time since I last saw you. Did you ever hear from the Archbishop? I recall your husband was intending to write to him, expressing your concerns about the continental...
Fermented,
we did
distilled,
write,
and aged
but he
turnip
never replied.
juice.
Not that I am surprised, mind you, as they do say that Archbishop Whitgift is a very idle man, not to speak of the unsavory goings-on within the walls of Lambeth Palace. They say that in the great dining hall the Archbishop and his guests do feast and carouse from dusk till dawn, and 'tis said that in some of the palace rooms they indulge in fornication and sodomitical sins.
Sodomitical?
Verily.
Butt sex!
Indeed. Then, doubtless that leaves him very little time to reply to every.
He's too busy having butt sex!
Being surrounded by such decadence and corruption of the flesh is likely to have made the Archbishop very hard.
Very hard!
Witness to so much vice would make a man very hard indeed.
Oh no,
Very
not fornication and sodomitical sins. Anything but that. Very hard indeed.
Hard, Dr. Foreman? Insensible to the needs and difficulties of ordinary folk such as you and I. Verily, I do not wonder that such a hard man gave me no satisfaction. Which is why I am come to you this day, Dr. Foreman. Something did trouble me last night, and I would have you tell me what it might have been.
I will if I can, madam.
Oh my god.
Prithee, describe it to me.
Keep in the pants.
Well, at first was the noise of a boat that did awaken me.
A boat?
I got up out of bed and went to the window to see what was. As you know, on 4th Street we are right by the banks of the Thames. In the moonlight, I could just make out a ferry crossing the river, loaded up with large barrels.
Barrels!
And you thought it suspicious?
Aye, indeed, for the hour was very late and the boat's lamp was not lit. I did not wake Mr. Payne to ask his opinion, for, in truth, he has told me he wishes to
Okay,
hear no
Renaissance
more about
Karen.
the things I see from our window. So, I am come to you, for I can have no rest until I know who those men were and what they were doing. Who knows what foul deeds may be afoot in Lambeth Town? Mayhap the men I saw were Catholic spies, engaging in some manner of nefarious plot against the realm.
Then let us see. What does God have to say regarding this boat you saw crossing the Thames last night? Was it some kind of elaborate Catholic plot, or is there a more likely explanation?
Ma'am, they just needed a few virile men to liven the party, it's fine. Oh my, an ancient Karen in her natural habitat.
Mistress Payne is unpleasant and delusional. Wants to change the world. That is the legacy she intends to leave. Mistress Payne is unhappy with her children. They are doubtless grown up and are now neglecting her. Goods transporting were of questionable provenance. Boat's journey was undertaken for evil purposes. The ambitions of disloyal, untamed forces are at play here. The information should be reported to the authorities, ideally a friend or acquaintance with some connection to them. Sure, go ahead. Report him. See if we care. Turn the page. Turn it. Turn it. There you go.
You did well to come to me, Mistress Payne. The stars confirm that the events you witnessed last night do indeed portend of doings of a most foul and sinister nature. I will pass your information on to one of my querents, whom I may not name, but who is a member of Her Majesty's Secret Service and reports directly to Her Majesty's Privy Council.
I knew I could rely upon you, Dr. Foreman. You and I doing such important work together. We make quite the team, do we not?
I would not say that precisely.
Do not be falsely modest, Dr. Foreman. False modesty is naught but the sin of vanity.
Do we actually
in
know a
disguise.
spy, or is he making it up to the
I'm
ladies?
making it up.
Hasten to tell my neighbors. Forsooth, I must warn them of this grave threat and bid them keep a watchful eye on our local Catholics. Blessed day, Dr. Foreman.
Oh wait,
Let
tell
her
Christopher
embarrass herself.
Christopher Marlowe.
Hear ye, hear ye! Catholic terror plot to blow up Parliament foiled! Gunpowder barrels discovered in cellar!
Oh!
Hear ye!
Disturbing reports just in from Westminster that barrels of gunpowder were discovered in a cellar under the Houses of Parliament late last night. Sources indicate that this gunpowder plot was a Catholic
This would
conspiracy
have been much more appropriate tomorrow.
led by Robert Catsby and assisted by a Continental by the name of Guido Fawkes. Oh my god, it was right! She was right! Oh my god!
'Tis well to jest at Mary Payne, 'tis well to sneer and mock, until her views become the norm, then 'twill be quite a shock.
Remember the 5th of November.
And how her niece loves how her niece loves la 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 la.
Good day, Mistress Payne. You seem in good cheer.
That I am, Dr. Foreman. This day I am taking my niece on a lovely
that
outing to
averted
see
rhyme.
the cockfighting in Vauxhall.
Ah, there is a cockpit in Vauxhall now, is there?
Aye, and a very fine one. And I did think we need a nice day out to turn our minds away from that terrible affair of the Catholics plotting to blow up the Houses of Parliament. And my niece does so love the cocks.
The cocks!
Doubtless, madam. And the gunpowder plot was indeed a terrible business.
They say it was the doings of a group of young Catholic nobles from the Midlands, do they not? And that the gunpowder was ferried across the Thames at
Her niece
Lambeth under
sounds
cover
fun.
of darkness. Doubtless, 'twas the very same boat I did tell you about, Dr. Foreman. And of course, I must congratulate you for recognizing how right I was to be suspicious of that boat I saw. Now, I bid you tell me, and do not be coy, Dr. Foreman, was it your relaying of my information to the authorities that foiled the gunpowder plot? Did you and I save England from the Catholics?
I am afraid, madam, that I am not at liberty to confirm nor deny my involvement in the matter.
Ah, but oh my days! Are you ill, Dr. Foreman? Mayhap we are both troubled with the same disease, for my eyes do also twitch and prick with pain.
I did remark the condition of your eyes. They are very red in appearance, and you seem troubled with a hacking cough. For how long have you had these troubles?
Only these past few days, and as well as my eyes and my cough, I do also find it a trifle vexing to breathe.
Then let us now consult the stars. What ails Mistress Mary Payne?
Allergies? Bloodshot eyes. No shit. Green sickness, a disease that can provoke short-windedness owing to a buildup of venereal frustration. Noxious odors.
Ah, madam, your symptoms are occasioned by noxious odors. Most likely you did lately inhale a large volume of smoke. Mayhap your chimney requires cleaning.
Indeed it does not, Dr. Foreman. My cleanliness is unimpeachable. I have my maidservant scour the house from top to bottom every day.
Ah, then I cannot be sure what is... Hold. What is that acrid odor? Methinks it does.
Her chimney
emanate from your
requires
clothing.
cleaning.
Madam, have you been taking part in the anti-Catholic pogroms that Lambeth has witnessed these past days? The burning of houses and shops. The lynching of priests from trees upon Lambeth Green.
Mayhap I have, and what of it? You should be congratulating me and my ilk for keeping you safe, and for sending a clear message to those Catholics who would plot against our Parliament and blow us up with gunpowder.
Madam, these Catholics are our neighbours, our colleagues, and our friends. I beseech you to consider your actions, madam. Are not Catholics people too, just as we are? If you prick them, do they not bleed?
Aye, and their flesh does burn the same and all. I fear I do not follow your reasoning, Dr. Foreman.
Are they not subject to the same diseases, healed by the same cures as we are?
Simon, stop quoting
and
Shakespeare.
if not cured, then, alas, taken so soon, so needlessly. I did never have the chance to... Oh, my sweet Avis. Can you ever forgive me?
Is something the matter with you, Dr. Foreman? On my honor, you do seem most troubled. Mayhap you should be going to consult with a doctor yourself. God keep you well, Dr. Foreman. Blessed day.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So, yeah, we were banging Avis, and, yeah, she died, because we think this married chick poisoned her, because she has a thing against Catholics.
Hear ye! London struck by plague. Playhouses closed by order of the king. Hear ye!
Be advised if you're experiencing any of the following plague symptoms: fever, abdominal pain, lumps on your groin oozing foul pus. Send word to local authorities, and a team of carpenters will be dispatched to your place of residence to board up your house so you may not roam about infecting others. Please ensure dead loved ones are ready to be deposited into the plague cart when it passes each evening. Corpses deposited on the street outside of the collection hours will incur a fine of 1 shilling. Another plague, no! Pestilence and death!
Good to know nothing changed in 400 years when a plague comes around.
I know, right? He's too busy banging people.
God give you good day, your grace. How fare you this...
Know you whether the plague will reach as far as Lambeth? Have you seen it in the stars?
Ah, the plague that has begun to spread throughout London. Rest assured, your grace, if the plague does indeed reach Lambeth, the people of Lambeth will have me, Dr. Simon Foreman, at their service. My renowned strong water cure will doubtless be required.
I bid you, read the stars for me now. Will or will it not reach Lambeth?
Yes, you're dead.
Of course, as it pleases your grace. Let us see what the stars have to say. Will the London plague reach beyond the city walls to Lambeth?
Not credible? Punishment for our sins? Nothing to fear for the plague. He has to exercise patience and the threat will pass. It is the Archbishop's duty to stay in Lambeth and help fight the plague. Must embark on a voyage. Lambeth society may be peaceful now, but people can behave unpredictably during a grave health crisis.
Yes.
As we all know.
The stars are most clear on the matter. Very clear indeed.
Then what do they say? Tell me.
Well, before I give you my answer, I would have your decision on granting me that medical license we spoke of on your previous visits.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I must insist upon it.
I would gladly do so, but I find my hands tied due to various episcopal and doctrinal...
Yeah, whatever.
As I see you are determined not to let the matter rest, I will speak true. Some years ago, the Queen's physician, Dr. Richard Smith, did write me a letter on behalf of the College of Physicians. He warned me in the strongest terms against granting you a medical license. So you see, I cannot grant you a license without raising the ire of the College of Physicians.
But...
Now, Dr. Foreman, doubtless you are thinking that a man of my position One of the most powerful men in England should not be so easily put off by such a letter. However, and methinks you know this from your own experience, the college is a terrifying organization that will stop at nothing to get their way. One would be better off defying the Queen herself than the licensed doctors of London. For whilst our Lord God in heaven may be merciful, the College of Physicians is not.
Aye, verily. I must own that what you say is very true.
But mayhap I will furnish you with a letter of recommendation to the University of Cambridge. They may confer upon you a medical degree, and thereby a medical license.
I thank you, Your Grace.
Now, prithee,
I have bad news, Your Grace. Lambeth will not escape the plague this time. Things are quiet now, but as I learned during the plague of '92, events may change apace. You must leave Lambeth before it's too late.
I feared as much. I must begin preparations for the removal of the palace household to Sussex.
Before you go, Your Grace, I believe you were intending to write me a letter of recommendation.
Well, indeed, I will reflect on the quality of advice you have given me over the years, and if I judge that you have acted with some skill, then I will have my chaplain draft you a letter of recommendation and have it sent to you. Good day, Dr. Foreman.
He is not. I hope you die, sir. Sir, I thank you for your recent submission of several letters of recommendation. I am pleased to inform you that these letters, being of sufficient quality and number, have accredited towards the obtention of medical degree. Please find and close your license to practice medicine. Yay! We did it!
Should have told him to stay in the town and catch the plague.
You cannot board up my house! 'Tis not a plague house!
Yet we doxies now we done got the body poking license.
Did the voice not work? I am Simon Foreman, astrology of physic.
Fie upon those ungrateful wretches!
Weird.
Have I not always been there for them when they needed me? Am I not the doctor who risked his life to cure them during the plague of '92, when all the other doctors and their high-born friends fled London and left them to die? Indeed, mayhap next time I will think again before risking my life in the service of the townsfolk, if this is the way I'm to be repaid. And forsooth, if my deeds are so easily forgotten by the living, what chance is there for my work to be remembered by generations to come? What will the world know of me once I'm gone?
Obviously we will know you couldn't keep it in your pants.
Yeah, seriously. This represents a well-mannered lady. Oh, quiet violence exacted by a genteel woman with hidden motives. My name will be mentioned in court during a famous legal battle. I will be remembered for having given something valuable to a psychopath to hide somewhere. Forsooth, how strange. Whatever could that be? A potion comprised of costly ingredients? Okay, first of all, I've never heard of him, so let me look it up.
I needs foods.
Get some food!
I don't think there's a correct answer, lol. Ilk steal Oopsie's food.
Oopsie doesn't have any food. Oopsie gets food from Soba. Okay, his reputation was severely tarnished.
Never mind, no, no.
After his
I
death,
won't steal.
when he was implicated in the plot to kill Sir Thomas Overbury. Astrologers continue to revere him, while writers from Ben Jonson to Nathaniel Hawthorne come to characterize him as either a fool or an evil magician in league with the devil. Ha!
I don't want the Sora, Egum.
With a notable sexual appetite, Foreman pursued numerous women. He wrote of his conquests in his diaries, showing as little regard for the background of his inamoratas as for the location of consummation. Many of his clients provided brief affairs. He wrote of having his first sex with his beloved on 1512, 1593, 5 p.m. London, the writing after she died 13/6/1597.
At least he has clear view of what he wants.
On July 1599, Foreman wed 17-year-old Jane Baker. Having never been content with just one woman, the marriage did not make difference to his way of life, except that he had an inexperienced girl now as the mistress of the house. He continued to be master. Ew! He accurately predicted his own death on the River Thames. Another astrologer, William Lilly, reports that one warm Sunday afternoon in September of that year, Foreman told his wife that he would die the following Thursday night. Monday came, all was well. Tuesday came, he not sick. Wednesday came, and he still was well, with which his impertinent wife did much twit him in his teeth. Thursday came, and the dinner was ended. He was very well. He went down to the waterside and took a pair of oars to go to some buildings he was in hand with a puddle dock. Being in the middle of the Thames, he presently fell down, only saying, an impost, and so died. A most sad storm of wind immediately following. Huh.
Haha. Get wrecked. We don't want hims to die, we love him.
No, we don't like him.
But we play him.
Doesn't mean we have to like him.
He's our baby.
Just like we don't have to like Xehanort in Dark Road.
He's not my baby. Ha ha ha. Wing no, I love Xehanort.
I will die while on a voyage. But I never go on voyages.
Xehanort is a good boy, I
Unless
think,
taking
I'm
the boat
sure.
across the Thames counts as such. Ah. I believe I have just predicted the manner of my own death. Oh, then. I had better note that down in my casebook, so that after my death 'twill be clear how truthful and accurate my astrological predictions verily are. For indeed, 'tis sure that after my death, my casebooks will be pored over and studied with great interest. For my work is of great historical importance, and now that I have a medical license, not even the College of Physicians has the power to discredit me. But if I am to go forth into the world to make any further contributions to the advancement of medical science, I must find a way to pry these wretched boards off my front door. William! William! Fetch me a crowbar!
Oh, come on, turn the page. Oh!
Long ago in England in 1592, there begins our tale, and all of
Is that it?
true.
Happy ending.
I guess so.
Covering folk in weeping sores and leaving thousands dead.
From towns and cities, doctors they did flee, leaving their patients to die in misery.
But one brave doctor stayed
Yeah.
when all the cowards
Congrats.
fled.
Yeah, I guess.
Confetti.
Because he was too sick to leave his bed.
Foreman made a plague cure and used it on himself, then left his house to restore London's true health.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah.
But we know he used astrology and
Amazing.
so what if he be not a proper licensed doctor?
But then the doctors started to come back and saw themselves replaced by a man they call a quack. They said
This man has no medical degree. He treats his patients with bad astrology. So woman bound.
to get his license and make the doubters see that he was now the best doctor in the city.
I will pay no heed, he said.
To those who scoff and laugh,
Latin consultant, I love that.
Simon Foreman,
Judas of the plague, his bruise.
some details are a little vague, but we know he used astrology and doses of strong water. So what if he be not a proper licensed doctor? Though he is not quite a proper doctor yet, one day a license he will surely get.
A true ridiculous story.
Is up to high from whence he began. Will be common folk still see Foreman as a man. Simon Foreman,
Judas of the plague, his bruise.
some details are a little vague, but we know he used astrology.
OMG, now time to play the other 3 games in the series.
What are the 3 games?
There are more games. JK, I don't know if there's more.
I was gonna say, Amazon didn't say anything. That was great.